Hey!
That's for you, my lord.
What is this? This is wine?
It's
Is it what the fuck, bro? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? This was great. This is so awesome, man. House Lannister? This is not even my house, though. Is this a Lannister lion? Where's the fucking dragon?
I know, I looked for it.
I really did.
They didn't have it.
That's all I need to hear.
They didn't have it.
You want to take a shot?
There's something inside of it.
I was hoping there was whiskey inside of it. Hopefully. Jesus Christ. Now, like, that would be a...
I think most people would agree with what I'm saying.
What are you saying again?
I think a lot of people, because I'm more middle. I've always been more middle. I've kind of, I guess I'm kind of middle, right?
So what the fuck is a moderate? Are you a middle of the line, like?
I guess.
So, are you middle right wing?
As far as like my beliefs go, and for the most part, I would say I'm like more like middle right. I kind of lean more conservative.
Wow.
But
tell me.
Second Amendment.
I have Second Amendment, bro. That's freedom.
But the pro-choice has been one that's like I've really battled with, but ultimately I have to say I'm
You've battled with that? I didn't know you had fucking ovaries. That's sad, man. Where are they?
As far as like
you hide them under your penis?
As far as like where I stand on that issue.
Oh, you stand on it. Oh, you stand on abortion? I don't understand.
No, I would say I'm pro-life.
I would say I don't have a vagina.
I would say if I had to choose between, yeah, but you should really see the numbers of like.
But if you had to choose, Micah,
the million.
When would you be choosing to have a child? Are you gonna bring a child in this world? Wow, congratulations.
That's why
I'm gonna be an uncle. Micah, when are you giving birth?
That's why it's a really hard one for me to pick on. It's really hard for me to say, but. That means Joe Biden and the left and the entire pretty much all the liberals on the left.
Hurt me when you call Joe Biden left, because there's not a left thing he's ever done. He's never done a left thing. Never done a left thing ever.
He's pretty much a puppet. He's pretty much being controlled by pretty much what that whole party wants him to do. Yeah. Just everything that's happened.
That's true.
Everything that's happened with Trump since the beginning has been to like take him out.
Why do you think that is? Because he started zero wars?
Because I honestly think that he's draining the swamp. Washington has been so corrupt, so corrupt for so long, and he's finally one of those people who's not going to play by the whole political rule book, and they're freaking out. Dude, there's stuff coming out all the time, and people are waking up to what's going on.
I'm listening to you. But draining the swamp. So, guess who's in his cabinet? We have Betsy DeVos. We have, who was in his original cabinet? Oh my God, John Bolton.
And part of that,
his original cabinet.
Part of that
was Sheldon Adelson.
Part of that swamp.
Sheldon Adelson.
Swamp could be people who are really, really close.
Daddy to him as well. Adelson. Trump really likes the fact that Adelson's richer than him and has all the casinos in Vegas. So you want to know who's like? Even these people have role models. One of Trump's role models is Sheldon Adelson. And Sheldon Adelson gave Trump a list of people to put on his cabinet. And you know what Trump did?
He put him in.
Exactly. So what do you think about that?
So...
Sheldon Adelson, though. He'll be like, hey, so, Mr. Adelson, like, your casinos are huge. You know, he likes that shit. So he listens to Sheldon.
Yeah.
But he fucking hates these guys that fucking laughed at him when Obama was talking. Hey, man, you'll never be president, Mr. Trump. Ha! Bertha.
What are your thoughts on Q? I'm curious.
Okay, so everything they say is true, except for the fact where Donald Trump is smart and he's gonna get us out of this. The solution is not. The solution is not. Like everything they said is true. Neoliberalism, they fucking just genuflected to the corporate oligarchy. QAnon says that. We all know it's the truth. They're all puppets. But the part where Trump is like this wise guy who's like secretly planned moves to defeat the pedophile ninjas. Come on, guys. I think you like slipped into some never-ending story stuff. The guy can't even I mean, he's good. He's good. He's way smarter than Joe Biden. He can think way better than Joe Biden. And I like his instincts. He hasn't started any wars. I like Trump's instincts. Don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff. It's Trump stuff. But if you start stuff, he's gonna finish it. Have you noticed that? If you don't fuck with him, he doesn't give a shit. If you fuck with him, you're a fucking dog like Rosie. You know what I'm saying? You got blood coming out of wherever.
Rosie.
She's a fucking dog. She should be put down like a dog. Nobody should see that ugly fucking face.
Dude, you know who really hates Trump is what was that? Griffin? Remember Kathy Griffin?
Rose is she's a wonderful person. What?
Kathy Griffin.
Kathy Griffin, she just like so she was like super interesting and daring, and now she's just like a fucking. She's like, okay, her bit is old.
She had that picture of her like holding his head or whatever.
Yeah, why? Is that supposed to be funny?
I think she was just.
I don't care.
I think she was just ready to like.
First of all, it wasn't funny. Yeah, she was exactly.
Get her name
is that
out
comedy?
there.
That's not comedy.
I don't think it was.
That's like Carrot Top. Carrot Top. These redheads are crazy. They got no souls. Just kidding. I bet they're not even real redheads.
Imagine doing that like in another country.
Yeah. I mean, if it was funny, it could have gone over well. But there's like, I still want to ask her like someday, why? Why'd you do that? What was the joke? Because you're a comedian, right? Comedian, right, Kathy? So what was the funny part? I don't see it. What's the funny part of it? Holding up Trump's head. What's the message? Was it supposed to be funny? I don't get it. So see, Kathy Griffin's just doing stuff for no reason, and that's random. I get scared.
I think that's considered like.
What if she just fucking pulled your pants down like right in front of public and just like fucked you with a fucking knife? She's like, it's funny. Dude, what was the point? Comedians still have to have a point, okay? Okay, so I let comedians get away with a lot of stuff, but they need to at least have a point. She didn't have one. And that's Anderson Cooper. He was like, I don't know this bitch anymore. Have you noticed that? He did. He like stopped calling her and shit. She was all pissed off about it. She's like, Anderson won't call me. Yeah, because he thinks you're a fucking psycho. You just like did a random shit. Oh, pitch Trump's head. God, you can't just do that.
Do you know what this is? This is me.
That at least tried to have a point.
This is me killing my career. Look.
Exactly. I guess that was the point. Yeah. So I'm done with all the psychos, bro. They're all psychos. They've gone completely psycho.
How can anything turn out good by holding out a model of the president's head with blood on it? Like, how can anything
and what did he even do? Like, what did he even do? Like, he didn't start a war, so why is there a bloody head? I don't even get the message. Does she know? I want to ask her.
Question.
I want to ask her right now.
Question.
Kathy, what was what was it? What was that? Yeah, man. So these people are psycho now. They got Trump derangement. That's what the thing is. She thought that was funny in her deranged head.
Dude,
let's just be adults. Dude, I thought we were supposed to be adults.
I literally feel like
I'm 36 now.
I feel like I'm getting pushed to like vote for Trump.
Yeah, you are. Okay, mostly because it's Texas.
Well, so not even that, just because
and also the mainstream media is
absolute fucking craziness on the left with the media.
Yeah, they're insane, bro.
And just and the wokeness and all.
They don't even want to debate him. Nancy Pelosi said they're fucking insane. Okay, I don't even know what to say about that. You're right. And
like I even.
But they're not the left.
Just yeah. That's right. I mean, you do say that.
But they're not the left. They're a circus. Dude. Free your mind. I'm trying to be Morpheus right now. Just let everybody know this is all an illusion and a circus. And these people aren't left or right. They're puppets, and they're playing games with you. This is not left or right. We all agree that they're puppets. Yeah. Can't we go to step 2 and hypothetically kill them? I'm just kidding. Or what do we do with puppets? We depuppet them. We put them in a cabinet or a wardrobe and put it in the attic. Not if they're human beings, okay? I do not advocate violence or any kind of chicanery that will get me banned from Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. That would be naughty. And we're only speaking hypotheticals and satire.
Everything on Q is true, is what you're saying? From what you've read?
Yes.
Okay.
Except for the part where Donald Trump is the savior.
What about the pedophilia?
That's the part where they take it
What about the pedophilia and
I don't know much about the pedophilia. And honestly, you know me. Like, I start to feel stuff like that, and that's why I stay away from it. Because I don't like to think about stuff like that.
Apparently it's everywhere.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it at all. If it is everywhere, I don't want to see it, and I don't want to think about it. I want to see, hear, and think no evil. La la la. Everything is good. Britney Spears is awesome. La 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 la. No pedophile here. No pedophilia here.
Ignorance is bliss, isn't it?
Sometimes it is. Remember with that song, Be Careful Little Ears What You Hear?
Ignorance is bliss, my lord.
That's the one thing I hand to Christians. Christians are really good at being ignorant. Yeah. Okay, good. It is whiskey.
It is whiskey.
Scotch whiskey.
House Lannister. Yeah, I'll take a shot.
Yeah, you can go first.
That's a shot,
because I am I'm COVID free. I plan to be that way forever. That's why I have
Me too.
I got an extra heart. I've gotten so to the point where I was so rich that I started buying people's organs and just putting them on,
You heard what the what are your thoughts on what the CDC said? You heard what they said, right?
What got it?
You heard what they said, right?
I don't even care what the CDC says. I don't give a shit. What do you say? I guess it's not important. I guess it's important. What's that?
Really.
What do they say?
Really. I mean, kind of is, but
what is it?
Just goes into the dishonesty. Well, I think what they've come out and said now is that people who have died from just COVID, the numbers were like pretty inflated.
Oh yeah,
they're saying now it's like around 9,000 have died from just COVID. People who have died from COVID and other things, those are like the extremely high numbers.
So they did that. I heard that from the beginning because they were everything that. No matter if someone jumped off a cliff or if they had cancer or if they had diabetes,
car wreck,
they would just count it as COVID.
Car wreck.
That's not an accurate count. Everybody knows it. I don't understand how this is news. Like people, they just sat. Oh my God! Now
you have COVID. You're asymptomatic. You're not showing any symptoms, and they died. In a car crash.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they died of COVID. So
and that's because the federal government opened up the treasury and said anybody who has COVID gets gold. Now everybody's like, oh, COVID. I have some COVID. I got COVID right here. The COVID's a business now. Is it good? What is the Lannister words? I bet you won't get them. I bet you'll get them wrong.
The Lannister words.
They're good fuck. What are the words? What are they? I know what you're gonna say, but they're not the words.
Just give me a hint. Like, when do they say these usually? Like, at what point do they say it?
Well, when did the Starks say winter is coming? I don't know. It's their family. Those family words. You know, every house has fire and blood. Winter is coming. Golden Rose.
I don't know the one for the Lannister.
So you would think that the Lannister words were a Lannister always pays their debts, right?
Well, for what's his name? Oh,
but those aren't the house words. The house words are unbowed, unbent, unbroken. Unbowed, unbent, unbroken. Jaime Lannister says it to Brienne of Tarth when he's like talking about how he killed the Mad King. And then you want to know about the who are the other houses? Baratheon. Baratheon is I don't even know. Honestly, I'll figure that out. I don't know Baratheon. I know Targaryen's fire and blood. Winter is coming. Highgarden is behold the golden rose. Any more houses I missed? Oh yeah, Greyjoy.
Greyjoy.
We are Ironborn. We do not sow.
I like that.
The gold price of the iron price. That's tight, bro. I needed a drink after that fucking movie because that movie was very intense. Like after like an hour and like 5 minutes into it, I was like, just get to the part at the end because I can't comprehend anymore. And then that was even the worst part because like
my head hurt after watching it the first time. Dude, yeah, I was like,
it was like the plots were just getting more and more intricate.
Yes, it's a long movie too.
I need like coffee.
I caught so much more watching it that second time.
I'm glad. All I could catch was that bitch was skinny. She needs to eat something right now. I swear to God. Like I thought, like she looked like death every fucking scene, even when she was not dying.
She was really tall too.
But she wore some great ass clothes. I could tell every one of those fucking costumes cost like $2,000.
Yeah.
And then when
they didn't.
Who's that guy?
The Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington's son. What's his name?
Shit.
Anyway, he was a good actor. And his fucking wardrobe, when he wore that suit after Michael Caine suggested it, that suit cost like $10,000. That was a suit, bro.
Talking about the silver one?
Was it white with like cufflinks and shit? That guy was so rich he was gonna whip his fucking wife with his cufflinks. That was weird. He was definitely a Bond villain. I want to see Daniel Craig fucking beat that guy up. Yeah. Daniel Craig should have popped in. Excuse me, douchebag.
I like the way she killed him though. That looked real. Like,
yeah, that was satisfiable. I was satisfied. I was like, I wanted to see like your other self fucking run into you and you become a blob and bleed all over the fucking floor. But this is good too. Okay, I'll go with that.
Right.
Like I'm a little bit more draconian, but you know I was drinking Lannister whiskeys. Anyway, I'm gonna go home because like I have to have school. It's a school night.
Oh, sure, you got homework.
Hopefully for the last time. Sorry. Are you trying to kidnap me, a pedophile? Pizzagate! See, like, when people talk about pedophiles all the time, doesn't it weird you out? Like, why? Why would you talk about ugly stuff like that?
Because it needs to be addressed.
Okay, and then? If you don't have proof or whatever...
It's a virus, Thomas. It needs to be exterminated.
Then what?
It needs to be
It
exterminated.
is a virus. It's disgusting.
And you would say it needs to be
But
exterminated.
I'll leave that up to Mariska Hargitay and Christopher Maloney in SVU.
Would you
But you were saying it's electric TVs. I'm just saying, like,
give me more information. Give me more information, though, than
let's
just
not
dropping
sanctify Donald Trump.
No
He's still a bootlicker.
No one's saying he's a saint.
He's still a bootlicker.
No one's saying he's a saint.
He's just not. But he did start 0 wars, which is 7 less than Barack Obama. So,
and if you want to talk about war, we can talk. What I'm hearing, he actually wants to pull out our troops. He's actually pulling them out.
Why did you vote for Trump in 2016? Why did you vote for Trump in 2016?
Why didn't I vote for Trump?
Why didn't you? Why didn't you do that?
I wasn't ready to vote for Trump.
Why weren't you ready?
He had no track record as being president. No track record.
Of course.
Of course, Hillary. I would never vote for.
Now
Hillary
he has a
Clinton.
track record.
I would never vote for Hillary Clinton.
Of course not.
I wasn't ready to vote for Trump.
Why would you do that?
I wasn't ready to vote
it's like
for
voting
Trump.
for nuclear war.
Yeah, exactly. And I've always been more sinner, and so I voted that way.
So.
Even though the guy didn't have a chance of winning, and everybody knew that.
Once you say things like center, middle, once you classify yourself and put yourself in a label, all of a sudden my fingers start to get attacked.
That's fine. I don't care.
Because you have to define that. What is a middle?
You're making me define it, but if somebody...
Other people will too.
Yeah, but it's...
And you, don't you think you should? Like, what is a middle?
Well, I mean, that's where you ask the question. Okay, can you be more specific? And then I can be like, okay, I can give you some examples.
Because, honestly, there's a huge broad spectrum. Like, the left, the right. So there's the far right wing, or the far right wing believes in zero government, okay? The anarchy. That's the right wing. So it goes anarchy, it goes libertarian, Republican, Democrat, then it goes socialist, democratic socialist, and then it goes Marxist and communist, okay? So that's the pendulum. So when you say I'm middle, what does that like? To me, that means that you are a democratic socialist.
I'm only talking 2 parties. I'm only talking right and left. So if I say
these
middle,
2 parties, these 2 cartoon parties,
the 2 parties that we have,
they're just corporate puppets.
Most people, when they say they're middle,
they're not even on the spectrum. They're corporate puppets.
Well, you're really dissecting it. But when people say they're middle, then they're talking about 2 parties. Yeah, you're like giving me like which is good.
I just want you to know. I'm trying to like lecture you. I just trying to get you to realize there's a broad spectrum. There's
a huge spectrum. For the most part, I'm just talking about 2 parties. We have Joe Biden and these 2 parties. I'd be able to tell you what was one of the other ones you said.
This is an interesting conversation. That's what they are. They're corporate puppets. Whatever the corporation pays them to do, they'll do it. So they're not on a spectrum. So calling Joe Biden the left to me, it's like, no.
He's running as a Democrat.
Neither of these parties are right or left. They're both corporate puppets. That's what I'm trying to get.
Saying they're both in bed with each other.
They're both crony capitalists.
Yes.
Corporate puppets. They're not part of a spectrum.
Yes.
So,
and that's how
that's what we need to get people to realize. But they're not even part of a spectrum. But they're literally just puppets. They're not even they're not real.
This is the thing, though. This is what the people on the right are saying.
Yeah. So people on the right are saying what?
I'm not necessarily saying it, but this is what the right is saying.
Okay.
Trump is the protagonist. He would be the hero.
Yes.
He would be the one who is just like in the movie.
It's funny.
He would be the one who's pretty much going to take down the deep state. He's going to take down he's going to drain the swamp essentially. Yeah. Like I know that's very broad, but I mean there's and the stuff I'm seeing now.
And also these are all talking points that they've said. Drain the swamp. Like I said, John Bolton, Betsy DeVos, all these people from the Bush people were in his cabinet. So I don't even know what drain the swamp is. Like, how do you drain the swamp? You fired John Bolton? Well, John Bolton was a psycho. Dude, I'd have fired John Bolton. You know who I want him to fire? Stephen Mnuchin. That fucking Steve Mnuchin is a weirdo.
Thomas,
he literally went to Rome with his wife with a mink coat and shit. You're rich. You really wear a mink coat? That's fucking tacky. Steve Mnuchin, he spent taxpayer money. Flew a private jet to Rome. Remember this? With his wife.
That's right.
He's the Secretary of the Treasury, bro. The Secretary of the Treasury took some money out of the Treasury and flew to Rome with his wife and a mink coat. These people are shysters.
I'm sure we paid the bill on it.
So, I mean, I'm not trying to judge you for voting for Trump. I feel like out of the lesser of two evils, he is the best choice. Out of the lesser two, because Joe Biden is a psycho, motherfucking crime bill making, racist, segregationist supporting, dementia riddled old man. So Trump is at least trying to do things. Trump tried to get that unemployment back. He tried to do stuff. Trump has done way more positive things than Joe Biden has ever done.
He's actually
in only 3.5 years. That's not popular to say, but like literally, if you're just being objective, Joe Biden literally spent his entire senatorship in prisons, getting paid money for prisons, bro. And then where's Trump at? Maybe Mar-a-Lago, yeah. But he's also getting me that $300 unemployment, and he's also like trying to. Like, he's always the gesture, so disinfecting. Like at least who else has an idea? Joe, you know the thing? Like none of them even have ideas. They don't even care. They're like, oh my god. They're in the fetal position. They're fucking scared cuckolds.
So why did they?
So Trump is the best out of the two.
Why did they pick Joe to be their guy, right?
Because he is the most puppet.
Most controllable.
He's the most puppet. He can't even remember the shit he says. He just fucking feed him you see that movie Memento? Guy Pearce can't remember what the shit he says, or he tattoos it onto himself. He just do that to Joe. Oh, where am I, Mr. President? What am I supposed to do today? Wall Street, military industrial complex. Got it, Mr. President. I'm on it. I'm gonna get my bomber jacket.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. You know the thing. Yeah. See, I would never fuck Tara Reid and rape her. She's fat. Look here, fat thing. Dude, he's even worse than fucking Trump. Joe Biden literally.
Hey guys, this is Tommy with Tommy Nation Politics. How's everyone doing today?